To create a digital escape room, you start in forms.google.com or however you want to get to this window, and you create a blank form. Go ahead and give the form your title. So mine will be like a Lego themed escape room. And when I've done that, you'll notice that when I click up here, that's also the name of my escape room. Save it in the folder that you want to locate it. Mine is going to already be saved in a location that I want. So for now, this is a sample. Then I'm going to go ahead and start with the image that I might want. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and insert an image that I have saved in an area of my Google Drive that I created this original escape room in, which was actually for a son's birthday party for fun from a distance. So it's called Riley Escape. So here I'm going to look for the image that I'm going to use as kind of the central image. The idea of what I'm trying to get going is that the Lego escape room is, can you help Emmett and his friends make it to Riley's party on time? Okay, I actually don't need this question here. It defaults with that. I'm going to add a few sections because I'm going to include the sections as names of Emmett's friends. So for example, I'm going to have one called Wonder Woman. And I add another section that might be called Green Lantern. And I might add another section called Batman. And each of these sections are going to be a different puzzle that you have to solve for that character. And when I do this, for example, I'm going to put my question. It could be something like Wonder Woman forgot what number to dial to get the address to the party. What numbers should she dial after 1-800? Okay. Then I'm going to include an image. And on that image, we're going to have something I created in Google Slides. And I will go ahead and insert this one here. And then below that, I'm going to have a validation question. Here's the biggest trick to this, okay? So this is going to be called like a phone lock. Numbers only after the 1-800, no hyphens, okay? So what I'm going to want is I want the number to be equal to a specific number. And if you were to look on a telephone, you would get a number that's going to be 5885346. 588. 5346. I'm not sure why it moved. Sorry. And then if they don't get it right, I'm going to put something like not quite. You might want to check a cell phone, okay, or a telephone, right? I want it required. And I'm going to make sure that a description and a response validation is, okay? So again, in case they don't know, numbers only, all right? I can sometimes put this piece on that bottom one if you'd like. So at this point in time, I've made this one so that if it's done correctly, I can go to the next section. So I can choose Green Lantern, or it's going to just go to that next section because that's what's there, okay? So on the other hand, if I don't want it to actually be a number validation, so for Green Lantern, for example, if I were to add Green Lantern's puzzle, his is going to be where I am going to get a maze for him. And so this was again created in Google Slides because I made the puzzle first, the maze, and then the answer to the maze is inside solving this maze. And then I added Green Lantern in Google Slides, okay? In this case, what I'm going to have to do is Green Lantern needs to find his way out of the room, okay, or out of the maze, right? And so here's the clue. What do you call a Lego mom who sends her kids to their own rooms? Okay. Then I'm going to, after the image, I'm going to add a question. So to move very simply out of form, you can just drag and drop, okay? And the question is going to be a text maze lock. Okay. And again, I can go description and response validation. In my text maze, I want solution in all, sorry, I better just put it in lowercase. Okay. Letters include spaces. So the answer should be in text. Okay. And it's going to be that I'm going to contain, it's going to be the exact thing you figured out for the maze, a brick separator. Okay. And then the custom error text, if they didn't get it right, it might be, did you use all lowercase letters? Because that's most likely the reason they couldn't figure it out. Okay, required. And then again, it's going to go to the next section, but I can do it to something else. So you can imagine it continuing that way. Now, for example, you might want to choose to do it a little bit differently. I didn't choose this way, but let's say that you wanted to add a multiple choice question. For multiple choice questions, like, okay, who is Batman's girlfriend, in the movie? Okay. And then here you would put things like Wonder Woman. Okay. And then you can put like Wild Style. And I don't know, Unikitty might be the Green Woman. Okay. So in this case, I can add something called go to section based on answer. So if it's Wonder Woman, I can go to the section named Wonder Woman. If I had one named Wild Style, I would put that there, right? And so you can do the data validation in a little bit of a different way. So for now, let's just put it into a different section just to show you how that works, okay? Then to test that it works, I can preview all of this and show you that, okay, can you get to Riley's party on time? I'm going to put in a number. So if I put in a random set of numbers, that doesn't work, right? It's going to tell me what I actually need to put down. So in this case, I'm going to put my 588, 5346, and then it's going to let me get to the next section. So this one, again, I can put in a brick. If I put a capital separator, did you use all lowercase? Then I can switch my answer. And on this one, for example, if I chose Wonder Woman, it should take me back to the Wonder Woman one. So that's the way that you essentially create the parts to a data validated or a response validated Google form.